Hey there friends! Today I wanted to talk about just some valuable life lessons that I've learned. I'm only 26, so I mean, there's only so much I know, but I would like to pass on, you know, these little bits of wisdom to teenagers or people who are just kind of starting their life and just offer some encouragement. I know you have no idea who I am, but you're just gonna have to trust me. So with love, I would say that I honestly didn't know how to be in love or to have a loving, healthy relationship until about 4 years ago. Love is tricky, and I know some people fall in love in high school and are married forever, and good for them, but not this lady. I had to really learn how to value myself and respect myself, and to know what my boundaries are before I got into a relationship. You really have to know who you are before you get into a serious relationship. Otherwise, you just change who you are depending on who you're dating, and which is what I was doing. I literally had no idea who I was. I just didn't know. I would change my interests, I would change my personality, I would change my manner of speaking depending on who I was dating. And it's not healthy. And if you find yourself feeling like you have to change for someone, well, that relationship isn't worth it. They're probably a great person, they're lovely, but your relationship might not be the healthiest. Also, I would say wait to get serious with someone until you know that they truly value you, appreciate you, and care about you. You know, texting flirtatious messages and saying flattering things or giving lots of compliments and making each other feel special is great, but that shouldn't be the cornerstone of your relationship. The cornerstone of your relationship, honestly, should be a really strong friendship. You should be in a serious relationship with someone who really knows you, maybe almost better than you know yourself, and it should be vice versa. You know them almost maybe better than they know themselves. Don't waste your time on relationships that aren't like that. If you can tell that someone doesn't really know you and doesn't really want to take the time to get to know you, because it takes time. It takes time to get to know someone really well and to really know their heart, not just what they like and don't like and what their favorite sports team is or something. You know, their heart, their dreams, their aspirations, their fears, and their what makes them tick, what drives them, what their passions are. That takes a lot of time and effort. If you can tell that someone is not willing to take that time with you, then don't take the time with them. Don't waste your time on relationships that don't help you grow into a better person, or that don't help you further see who you are, or that drag you down. If you're starting to feel like you have to jump through all these hoops and you have to change who you are or bend your morals or do anything like that, just move on. Just trust me. Save yourself a lot of heartache and just move on. I wish I had done that with several of my relationships, but I am thankful that I went through those experiences, because now I know what not to do in a relationship, and I know what I need to look for in a relationship. So yes. So for love, value yourself, know who you are, and take time to really allow someone to get to know you and to get to know someone else. And if you see that someone isn't willing to take that time or make that effort, get out of there, move on, and find someone who will. Lastly, I would like to talk about friendships and just kind of a general blanket topic of character, moral character, and friendships, because I think they kind of tie together a little. Maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to make this video shorter, okay? All right. The first thing I would say, remember that participation is not necessary. Participating in something that you know goes against who you are is not necessary. If a friend or a group of friends are pressuring you into doing something that goes against who you are, or that goes against what you stand for, you don't need to participate in that. And if they are going to drop you as a friend because you don't participate in that, they are not your true friends. True friends are people who encourage you to be who you are and who build you up and support you and care about you. If they expect you to do certain things in order to be friends with them, they're not a real friend. There were things that I felt pressured to do in especially in middle school and high school. There were times that I felt like I needed to participate in certain things that I didn't agree with in order to fit in with some of my friends. And later, those friends vanished because they weren't really my friends. But like for example, there were a couple people in our school that got made fun of a lot. It sickened me that people made fun of them because it was stuff that they couldn't help, you know, and that it really bothered me. But I found myself at times talking about those people, you know, making jokes with my friends because I wanted to fit in with my friends. And, you know, now looking back, I feel, you know, disgusted by the person that I was at that moment, because now I'm one of those people that I defend those who can't defend themselves, right? Or, you know, I say something to my friends if they're making jokes at other people's expense. I say something now as an adult, and I wish that I had been more like that when I was younger. And so I'm telling you, don't be afraid to say something. Don't let social pressure scare you away from being who you are and from standing up for what you believe in. Because what you do really can impact other people a lot more than you think. One example I have is there's a girl who, the first day of kindergarten, I walked up to her because I saw she was crying. And I gave her a hug and told her, well, your mom and dad are gonna come back and it'll be okay. You can play with me if you want. And just kind of helping her feel better, because I saw that she was really scared like I was. I was scared too. And I knew that she needed a friend. That friend on Facebook told me a couple years ago that she still remembers that. She was 5 and she remembers what I said to her that first day of kindergarten. Your words and your actions towards people impact them. Think about how you want to be known. Do you want to be known as someone who encouraged people? Do you want to be remembered with fondness as a good friend who was kind and generous and who built people up? Or do you want to be known as someone who, you know, maybe traumatized somebody and they're still overcoming the things that you said? A really important question to ask yourself is, who do you want to be? Who I wanted to be was a leader. I wanted to be an encourager. And I wanted to be someone that is remembered with fondness, and someone who is remembered as somebody who's always kind. That's who I want to be. And I didn't always follow that in high school, but you can. You can change things. It's not too late. Something else I want to say is, you know, it's important to know who you are. It's also really important to surround yourself with people who encourage you to be who you are and who you want to be. And maybe surround yourself with people who call you out when you're not following your moral code. People who recognize what your moral code is, and people who will tell you when you're not following it. That's really important. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. I don't know who said that, but I have always remembered that. Who you spend the most time with is who you're going to be the most like. Become best friends with someone who emulates what you want to be. Last thing I want to say is that I believe that everyone has intrinsic value. Everyone has something to offer. it might not, you know, some people have gifts that they can offer the entire world. Some people have gifts that they can offer to 1 or 2 people. Some people have gifts they can offer to a few people. Everyone has something inside them that needs to come out. That's a gift that needs to be shown to someone. And I just want to say that I believe in all of you. Anyone who's watching, I believe in you. I believe that you have something deep down that needs to come out, that is powerful, that is inspiring, and you might not think it is. You might think it's silly, you might think it's small, but it's powerful. I want all of you to know that I think that you are special. I think that you all have something in you that is important, and that's what I want my videos to be about. I want my videos to be encouraging. I want my videos to help you feel built up, and I want people to feel inspired to be who they are and to be proud of who they are, and to offer, you know, their gifts that they have to someone. It doesn't have to be the world. It can be your best friend, it can be your neighbor, somebody. So that's a thought I'll leave you with, is what is your gift? I feel like one of my gifts is encouragement, and so that's the whole reason I am starting to become active on this channel, is because I want to encourage people more. I want to operate more in my talents and my gifts. So, welcome to my channel. I hope you stick around and watch more. I don't know what days I'll be putting up videos yet, but I'll let you know. So, it was great talking to all of you, and have a great day.